Hey, it's Wes.
And Shonda, and welcome to DinkLife. We are here for day 2 at Disneyland Paris, and this morning we actually got in an hour early because we're staying on property. So we took advantage of it, and we were here at 8:30. We got on Big Thunder Mountain, and we got on Peter Pan. So we got 2 rides done before the park even opened, which was pretty nice because those rides do get very, very busy during the day. I'm not sure what we're gonna be in for today because not sure how busy it's gonna be, and the weather, like right now it's kind of chilly out, but it's supposed to get up to almost 70 today, yeah. So
and we are gonna do the fireworks later.
Yes, we have priority viewing. I did book that before we even got here for the fireworks. Now here it's not that expensive. I think it was, I want to say it was only like 15 or 20 euro. It was nothing, really. I mean, compared to at home where you have to pay for a dessert part, like $100 and some for a dessert party and stuff like that. So I just decided to do it because, you know, we may not be back here again. Who knows? So I just wanted to make sure that we got good viewing and we got a spot and everything like that. So we are doing that tonight. But it's going to be a long day. We may go back and take a nap this afternoon. But we're going to take you along with us and see what we can get ourselves into today.
There's the front of Peter Pan. Our ship arrives. Ta-da! Here's the backside of Castle. Here's the inside of the castle, walking through it. It's much fancier than the ones in the States. There's Pluto getting some photos down there. We're heading back to Tomorrowland.
So we're heading into Tomorrowland, which is steampunk themed here. That's a little bit different. It's more like Jules Verne, sort of 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. And their version of Space Mountain is called HyperSpace Mountain. The last time we were here, I rode it and it made me deathly ill. So I will not be riding it again.
Yeah, I do have to say their Tomorrowland, going with the Jules Verne theme, it holds up better over time.
It does. It looks a lot cooler.
Yeah.
You know, Tokyo Disney has a sort of a steampunk Jules Verne themed area too, and it just looks really cool.
Yeah,
and it makes sense for
the
a
ones
Disney
in the
park.
States look a little outdated over time.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. So yeah, it's a good looking area.
There's a shot of it. There's the entrance to HyperSpace Mountain. But we're gonna head over to here and check out the sub. There's the Nautilus. We're heading down to the Nautilus. We're heading into the sub. Treasures. Such a tiny little man. There's the diving suits. The diving hole. Yeah. This room's real cool.
This is.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
Would appear the Nautilus has company.
Des dauphins. Magnifiques.
Now we're heading into the engine room. One cool thing about that is you can kind of see the car get fired up. And there's Wally. And hidden behind Space Mountain is Star Tours. Yeah, it's massive in here. I do remember walking in here before. Massive theater inside. Guessing it gets busy at lunch. We're gonna head into Buzz Lightyear. 10-minute wait. Now that's worth it.
Chargera de récupérer le générateur, pendant que vous autres vous concentrerez sur les robots.
I didn't do right.
You got a pilot.
I did. I did not do right. I never do it that one though.
And here's a shot of the shop after Buzz. These things are cute. I think that's Cinderella. Doing some construction over there.
Surprise.
We're heading up for the castle walkthrough. Some sleeping guards. Everybody trying to pull the sword out down there. Stained glass windows are very pretty up in here. All the wheels in there. Here's the shop in the castle. Glass wands. Some medallions. Very expensive pieces. Some princess tiaras. Glass keys are really neat down there.
Those are cool, I have to say.
Now we're heading into the cave where the dragon is. Yeah, the dragon under the castle is really cool. None of the other castles have that. Heading into the Christmas shop. Look at that up there. It's kind of wacky. You can see this thing's covered all in spider webs. I'd say the States would not allow that. Need to do a little dusting and cleaning up in Disney Paris here. That is a cool poster. The walkthrough. There's ER. Heading into Pirates with only a 20-minute wait.
Captain Jack.
Here, yeah.
Tales there be aplenty in this cursed place. Get in with the soup. Tais-toi donc, je n'ai que les enfants diables. Je suis le seul à avoir mis la main sur le pactole. Écoutez-moi, vous autres. Restez bien assis jusqu'à ce qu'on vous dise quand vous levez.
And here is the Pirates of the Caribbean shop afterwards. Some pirate collectibles in there. Ooh, little Oogie Boogie down there. It's neat. Little parrot up there. Really cool candy dish. One, two. Mickey Reed. They have to put a sign on here for no drinking. You wouldn't get that in the States. Cool Pirates of the Caribbean Halloween theme out. Skull Rock's really sweet. It's cool, the little mermaids on the front of the boat. I like the little side of the hill they got over there. It's cool. Aladdin. Tinkerbell down there. Heading into the store. Pretty fancy in here. More figures. Ooh, and a little. It's cool, lots of Stitch stuff. They definitely love Stitch here in Paris. I like the black and white Woody. It's cool too. That's neat. Yeah, that's not too bad either.
I'm buying.
Ooh, and they got a Haunted Mansion one too. That's cool.
I'm buying that.
Some cufflinks. Like the gold nugget. Ooh, the Haunted Mansion stuff's really cool too.
This one here.
The Phantom Manor, vampire. It's cool too. Captain Rex. The Phantom Manor. It's cool, they got a little book on Phantom Manor. Bunch of photos of being made. At least we did find an art store finally. Checking out another shop over here. Backside of Cruella.
Yeah, that is really cool.
Yeah, really cool. Some cool mugs too. Nice, says Disney.
That's cool.
And some bags. cute, the little ducks here. And they're over here too. It's a cool shop in here. The ducks are up there. Got Goofy, Mickey. They're selling a card game in here.
So one of the coolest things about DLP that we really love is that on either side of Main Street, behind the buildings and the stores, right back here, are two arcades. They're just very long hallways that you can walk down, and they've got all kinds of like memorabilia and things in them, really cool things in them. We discovered the last time we were here, and hardly anybody uses them. That's the other weird thing too. So while Main Street's like completely crowded sometimes, you know, when you're coming in the morning or you're leaving in the evening, you can use these little side exits and you can find some really cool stuff in there too. So we're going to show you what's going on in there.
Yeah, it was a good addition they kind of added just to help with the traffic down the Main Street.
Absolutely.
Got some cool posters up in here. Here's a shot down. And they have a lot of these little cool artifacts on the side. And this is a model of a Ferris wheel from the World's Fair at Chicago.
No, it's not. The World's Columbian Exposition of 18... Oh, it is. I guess you're right.
Yeah.
I lied.
Yeah, I've read a book on it.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. And yeah, the cars were pretty cool on it. I think they actually had a bartender in each car, and took like a whole hour or something to go around it. I think it was a really long thing. Yeah, it was a whole event.
I'm talking about that. I'm talking about the bartender. That's badass.
It was made by the same guy that made the Eiffel Tower too. Cool fact.
Oh, nice.
It is cool. You can get to the back of most all the stores and restaurants through here too.
Yeah, there was a restroom in here, which was nice.
It's a toilet mask.
What do you need that for?
I do like it's like these weird inventions and stuff. Yeah, and they are selling some stuff in here too. And here's some more wild inventions. There's a little model of the blimp from Tomorrowland. Some other stuff down there. It looks like they're having a little water fountain show in front of the castle right now.
Walking from the castle back to the front.
Yeah, through the other side. Some stuff for the Statue of Liberty. This is also made here in France. Yeah, there's some more Statue of Liberty stuff. It's a gift to the United States. This is Ellis Island. I think this side's all New York themed.
Must be.
And the other side's like inventions.
I think you're correct.
There's some restrooms on this side. Another little place to buy some stuff. Kinds of glass stuff and some jewelry up in here. And if you need some money, there's an ATM in here. Here's the base of the Statue of Liberty. Construction. There they are assembling it. Here's the inside of the bake shop. It's a cool little look. There you go. Some of the prices and food in here. There's Walt's restaurant where we're going to be eating. Here is the inside entrance of Walt's restaurant here. It's neat. There's a very fancy elevator.
Right?
Heading on up. That little thing brought stuff up somehow. Here's the menu. I'm not exactly sure what the room is, but this is the room we are sitting in for dinner.
All of these rooms are allegedly themed after the lands.
So we did get some bread, and we both got some drinks. Shonda got a cider, and I got a Halloween pumpkin beer. And I did get the pea soup, which was really cool. You kind of poured it out over it with smoked popcorn, and Shonda has the Waldorf salad.
I do.
Here is my chili, which comes in a can, which is pretty neat. And here's the meat that goes with it on the side. And here's Shonda's chicken, and he poured the gravy over the top. Looks delicious. Pineapple upside down cake, one of Walt's favorites, and yours was
Milfoy.
look at that with Steamboat Willie on the outside. Cool stuff.
Right. All right, everybody. So we just got done eating dinner at Walt's, and man, was it good. It was 55 euros a person, and that comes with a starter, a main course, a dessert, and a beverage, a soda or a juice or something like that. We did each get an alcoholic beverage also on top of that, but they weren't that expensive.
They weren't expensive.
I think mine was like $6.50 or 6.5 euros.
It was 7.5.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, still not that bad. Anyway.
Yeah, total
compared
was
to-
129 euros. Not bad.
No. Compared to yesterday's meal, which was 102, and we didn't even have any alcohol, this was so much better and totally worth it.
Yeah. And the waiter was wonderful too.
Oh, he was amazing. So I had a Waldorf salad, which the Roquefort cheese on top of that was, if you don't like blue cheese, I would not recommend it because it was super strong, but I love strong cheese. So it was amazing. And Wes had pea soup.
And the pea soup was good. It wasn't like a really strong pea flavor.
No.
And then the cream inside, it's a very mild cream.
It's like creme fraiche.
Yeah, it was really good.
And it had smoked popcorn in it, which I had a bite of it. I'm not a big fan of peas, and it was actually very delicious. Then for our main course, I had a chicken, and it came with like a sort of gravy sauce on it, but it was more like a sort of a spicy barbecue type thing. And then it had some roasted vegetables with it. It was absolutely delicious. It was like a quarter of a chicken at least, I would say. And then Wes had chili con carne, but it was deconstructed. So that was kind of cool. Like his meat was in a clump, and then his cheese was in a clump, and then like the onions were in a clump, and then the actual chili was in it was a ceramic version of a tin can. It was very cute.
Just how Walt used to eat it.
Yes. And then for dessert, Wes had a pineapple upside down cake, which I had a bite of, and it was scrumptious.
It was really good. Yeah, it was a very warm and a big chunk of pineapple on top.
And I had milfoy, which we don't have in the States. You could probably go to a specialty bakery and get it, but it's not like you can't just order it over there. It was stunning. It was so, so good. And it wasn't super sweet, which is great for me because I don't like sickeningly sweet desserts. So for me, it was just perfect. I was like nutty and crunchy, and oh man, it was good. That meal was worth every penny that we paid for.
Yeah, and I have to say, we ate at the Pirates restaurant, which the food was good in there, but it's a little more.
It's the ambiance.
Yeah. That's the ambiance. Yeah, you're paying. I would say that's by far the best place to eat here.
100%. Of all the places that we have eaten in Disney Paris and the studios, so both parks. That was the best, and that is the one that if we came back here, we would go to.
Yeah, I would go to that one for sure.
100% for sure. So if you come here and you can get a reservation at Walt's, do it.
And there's the famous Toad at Toad's Hall.
Gardant vos mains et vos bras à l'intérieur des embarcations. Merci.
Oh yeah.
Some ducks. Oh. Look at that.
It's fancy.
heaven.
It's pretty at night. And we're heading into Small World. This one's definitely built for some rain.
So we just got off the Small World, which is right behind us, and we've ridden at every park we've been at.
Yeah.
This one's really good.
Yeah, this is a really good one.
It's very updated. I mean, as far as the Small World goes.
Even had a projection in there, which I was surprised about.
Yeah, and everything was like very bright and looked new and like newly repainted and all of those things.
Yeah.
So this is probably our second favorite one. The one in Tokyo is fantastic.
Yeah.
But this one is great.
Really
I
good,
mean, it's
yeah.
right
and
up
then I
there.
would say California's third, and then
Orlando, yeah.
Yeah, and it's funny, the one in Orlando is just so bad compared to the rest.
Yeah,
of
it needs refurb real
Yeah,
bad.
it's so out of date.
At least from the last time we
Yeah.
were there. But yeah, this is, you know, it's funny when you go through like stages of life. When I was like in my 20s and 30s, I never cared about riding this. I was like, ew, you know. But like now that I'm older, it's kind of nostalgic, and I have a soft spot for it. So, you know, it was only 5 minutes. Like we walked right on.
Yeah, it was walk on.
So, you know, it's worth it to do if it's only 5-10 minutes or so, for sure.
Yep. And that is cool at night. The Chester Cat smiling over there. It's the boat at night. If you look over there, you can see the lights on up in Swiss Family Robinson. Really cool. Heading in to Phantom Manor. We're heading up to Swiss Family Robinson at nighttime. Hello. There's their bedroom. It's cool up here. Now we're heading back down. And the show is over, and it's the mass exodus of the park right now. So many people leaving.
Yep. All right, everybody, so we have finished out our second day at DLP, and it was a good one. We paid for preferred viewing for the nighttime show, and honestly, it was only like $19 or $20. I don't remember exactly, but
Some great seats.
it was totally worth it. They actually put us in a section with only adults. There was no children in there.
Yeah, it was all couples.
Yeah, which was great. You know, if you don't have kids with you and you don't want to be blocked by like kids on your shoulders or whatever, but we got there about 15 minutes before the show started, and we were legit like maybe only 4 people back.
Yeah.
Like, it was really, really good. So if you pay for the preferred viewing, also just know you probably don't need to be there more than 10 or 15 minutes early, really. There's not really a reason you need to do that.
No, I mean, I guess you get a little closer up in the reserve.
You don't need to be, though.
There was a little bit of confusion with the reserve.
But we'll
part.
talk about that in a different video.
Yeah.
But anyway, we got in this morning for early entry. Then we went back to the hotel for a couple hours and just rested. And then we came back, and that was a great way to do it, actually, because I still feel pretty decent right now.
Yeah, I feel pretty good.
And being as old as we are, that's saying something.
I think we're going to go get a beer just until
Exactly.
the place clears out a little more.
But it's closed, and actually it wasn't even that hard getting out of here. It wasn't like at Disney World where people are like pushing and shoving and you're tripping over.
Whoa,
One thing I will say,
yeah.
there's not, I've seen one Jazzy here, and not nearly as many wheelchairs and strollers, so it's a lot easier to navigate around.
Yeah, well, and also those side exits that we showed in the video, those really help with the traffic exiting, so it's not all running down Main Street.
They do, but it's really a lot less of getting bumped by strollers and wheels and things of that nature.
Yeah.
So
There's not as many of them.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's a lot easier getting out of here than it is out of Disney World, I will say that. And it didn't feel as busy today either as it did yesterday.
No.
So I don't know if the crowds were actually lower, or if it just didn't feel that way. I don't know.
No.
But we had a great day, and, you know, there's a couple of few kinks we'll talk about later.
Yeah, it's an awesome park, though.
It is. It's a great park, and, man, that show got me right in the feels. In the
Yeah,
beginning.
it's one of the best shows. Outside of Tokyo, I think this is maybe one of the best shows Disney has.
I think so too. I mean, I had tears running down my face when the show started. So,
I was gonna say it does suck. We on the electric light show parade, we did get to miss the drones because it sprinkled a little bit before, and I figured they would not take drones off when it was raining at all.
and it wasn't raining, but apparently they didn't set up for it, so we didn't get to see it, unfortunately. But you know, it's funny. Every single time we go to a Disney park, no matter what, it doesn't even matter if it's at home. We miss something major every single time.
We're used to it.
It's almost like they want us to, like fate wants us to come back because we miss something. But anyway, just remember, as always, whatever you decide to do, just get out there and do it.
I was like, what's all the screaming about? It's Stitch!
Oh my god.
I'm glad we got to see this.